We should probably go off from everybody. I just want to make sure our conversation is not heard by anybody else. That's all.
Oh wow, is this some kind of secretive thing?
I don't know.
Well, it's not secretive.
Okay.
Officer Archer, your cop car is still parked on the sidewalk in front of the hospital.
I'm not being arrested, right?
Well, just you're not in trouble yet.
Yet that is that sounds kind of scary to say. What do you mean yet?
Okay. Well, Mr. Yuno, so far from talking to you and having these conversations, you seem like a very good person. You seem like a very kind soul.
Oh.
There's something about you. I can feel that aura, right?
Okay.
So
thanks.
I'm sure this conversation will go pretty well.
Okay.
Now,
what's up?
Let me pull out my notes real quick. 2 days ago, fucking your way at the Grime pickup spot. You know what I'm talking about?
Grime pickup. Yeah. I've been there a few times. I do a lot of grimes.
See. Okay. All right. I got a couple questions for you. But before I ask you, of course, I'll let you know that this time you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney present. One or a question. If you can't afford one, one will be provided to you by state.
Oh, I don't think that'll be needed. What's up?
Charge, of course. So, I wanted to ask you. I know this was 2 days ago, so sometimes we don't even remember what happened 2 seconds ago, right?
Right.
But do you recall roughly around this time of the night? Where were you 2 days ago?
Oh wow. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, I could have been running grimes if that's what you're asking.
I see. Okay.
Definitely do that quite often.
Do you typically do grime by yourself, or do you have somebody else with you?
Usually I got a partner. Usually my partner's Benji.
Mr. Ramos.
Yep. You know him?
I see. Do you think he was with you that night?
Could have been either him or Raymond, but I don't remember exactly that night.
Okay. So, the reason why we're talking to you is because we had reports of a robbery at Grime, and...
robbery.
Witnesses on scene described you being involved, leaving a tow truck.
Huh. Leaving in a tow truck?
Yeah, with somebody else. Yeah. Y'all were going around mugging folks.
So I've never done towing before. I've never had a tow truck.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't recall any of this?
I definitely don't think I ever drove a tow truck to the Grimes spot. I've driven the Grimes car to the Grimes spot, but
I see. Okay, all right.
Huh.
Do you have an ID on you?
Oh, yeah, of course. A tow truck at the Grimes spot?
I'm not saying you did this. So, like I said, I had victims. I'm just following their statements.
Oh, yeah, of
course,
of course.
So,
and they said it was me, or...
They described somebody that is similar to your looks and being present as far as what happened at the robbery at the crime spot.
Oh, that's interesting. And did I have a partner? Was it Benji or... I mean, they definitely would have recognized Benji or Raymond. They're pretty...
It was not Benji or Ray. I can tell you that for a fact. What they said is that you left with somebody else. You were doing grime. Then you left with somebody else into a tow truck.
Oh, that sounds weird. Usually I would... Yeah, I'd be with Benji or Raymond most of the time. You could ask them, maybe.
Okay. But do you have an alibi? Just you that night, or do you recall what you were doing that day?
I mean, I definitely did some Grimes runs, that's for sure. But you could ask Benji. He probably could tell you we were doing some runs that day.
Okay, sounds good. And you said Ray as well?
Yeah. Usually those two are the guys I do it with most of the time.
Okay. And do you have any questions for me?
Not too many, but that's an interesting... So they said I robbed someone, got in a tow truck, and drove away?
Oh, well, they said you robbed multiple locals by bucking your way, yeah.
Huh. Yeah, that sounds crazy.
Like I said, I'm just following up, just seeing if there's any credibility, and just trying to see if you have an alibi or not as far as what happened.
Oh,
and
yeah, I would, I'm sure Benji or Raymond would have a better memory than me, and we do Grimes runs all the time, so that's the only time I imagine.
All right, well, I mean, there's also a possibility somebody had the same description as you are doing Grime too, so...
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, I've only seen a few people with the motorcycle helmet on, though.
Yeah, I see. Okay.
Yeah, well, hey, thanks for checking. I hope you catch that guy.
I hope so, too, because that person is a criminal, as far as I know.
Oh, 100... Hey, listen, you know, I used to be a criminal. I was a pretty good one, too, but, you know, I don't really just rob random people on the street. I was more of a bank robber. But, you know, I don't do that anymore. Yeah. I only take from the rich. You think I'd be out there on the streets just robbing random people for like $5?
Yeah, that wouldn't be worth it because robbery is 1,150 if you could call for it.
Jesus, that's more than a speeding ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be terrible. No, I wouldn't do that. I rob banks. Well, not anymore, for the record, but used to.
I don't know how to solve something like this, but I'm sure we'll figure it out.
Hey, honestly, it sounds like it's a pretty loose lead, and you know, it's really responsible of you to come out and follow it up.
Of course, just do my job. Here's your ID back. You are all good to go.
Oh, thanks. You know, that's why you're the captain. Captain Slacks, they call you.
Oh, you don't gotta salute me like that. Mr. Yuno, thank you so much.
This is normal.
Oh, no.
Well, hey, have a great Christmas.
You as well, all right?
Thanks. Oh, what was your name, sir?
My name's Duncan from Kentucky, but you can call me Officer Fenwell, because that's my title.
Nobody's parked illegally. We're good.
Have a great day. See you guys later.
Don't rob any banks either.
Yeah. Those are bad, okay? What up, Silent? Howdy, sir.
Excuse me.
Hello.
Sorry.
So, yeah, the folks kind of describe somebody that look like Yuno. I'm just following up.
They describe guy in a green suit, black biker helmet.
With the vest on, those shoes. But, like, there's, you know, no face was spotted. They don't know who Yuno is. I just followed up on it. And sometimes, just because we don't have probable cause to make the arrest, it does not hurt to follow up and ask questions. Hey, they might trip up. Their alibi could be bullshit. And we should definitely investigate alibis in order to put the burden on them instead, right? If they say they went down to the convenience store and bought a pizza during, you know, XYZ time, well, let's look into it. Let's see if they actually did that. And if they didn't, then hold on a second, why they're lying.
I agree with you, sir.